Hello everyone, and welcome to the future of fighting. That is, the future era of fighting. In this video, I'll do a quick review of each unit that you can use in the future era, and then I'll do a few example battles to showcase their abilities and skills. To start, we have the Satellite Spotter. It is the ranged unit of the future era, and as such has a range of 14, but also a decent movement speed of 22. It has attack and defense bonuses against light and artillery units, and it has one skill called Heat, which reduces the attack of the target by 20%. Next, the Railgun, the artillery unit. It has a range of 20, which is the largest of all future era units, and a small movement speed of 6. It has attack bonuses and defense bonuses against light and heavy units, with an attack bonus on hills, and a defense bonus on the plains. It has two skills, the first called Recharge, which means that it fires every other turn. The second skill is called Power Shot, which ignores most defensive skills and terrain. The light unit is called the Exoskeleton Soldier. It has a range of 10 and a movement speed of 20, and it has a wider range of attack and defense bonuses, including against heavy and fast units, on rubble, and in houses. It has two skills. One of them is Blast, which means that it gains attack bonus for each field closer to the target, and it ignores stealth. And the second, called Close Quarters, means that it gains an attack bonus when attacking an adjacent field. Second to last is the Drone Swarm, which is the fast unit. It only has a range of 1, which means that it can only attack units directly next to it. But luckily it has a high movement speed of 18, allowing it to get around the field fairly easily. It has attack and defense bonuses against ranged and artillery units, with an additional attack bonus while on rocks, and defensive bonuses while in forests and in houses. It has two skills, the first being Flying, which we've seen before in other eras. This just means that it cannot be attacked by artillery units and ignores terrain when moving. Interestingly though, even though the Railgun is an artillery unit, because of its skill Power Shot, it can attack the Drone Swarm. The second skill is called Rapid Deployment, which means that it starts the battle in a random field on the map and acts before any other unit. This again makes up for the fact that it only has a range of 1. I've saved the hover tank for last because it's arguably the best unit in all of the future era, and quite possibly the best unit in all of Forge of Empires. It has a range of 12 and a movement speed of 15. It has attack bonuses and defense bonuses against fast units and ranged units. But what really sets it apart is its skills. The first is called Force Field, which absorbs damage points by 2, up to a minimum of 1 damage point. Its second skill, which we've seen before in earlier eras, allows it to hide while on planes. These two skills combined make it an extremely difficult unit to defeat. So let's see them in action. In this fight, I'm challenged by every type of unit except for the hover tank, which is to my advantage. As you can see, my Drone Swarm, along with my enemy's Drone Swarm, have started in the middle of the field. This allows me to attack his unit right away. With the Satellite Spotter and its high range, I can virtually hit every enemy unit on the map. Since it has an attack bonus against light and artillery units, I'll focus on those. Next is my Exoskeleton Soldier, which has an attack bonus against fast units and heavy units. Since the hover tank isn't on the map, I'll go for the Drone Swarm. And with my other soldier, I can focus on other units. The hover tank has an attack bonus against range units, so that's what I'll go for next. Finally, I can clean up with my railguns. By focusing on certain skills and defensive bonuses, I can finish the battle without any casualties and minimum damage. Now let's see what happens when I use the superior method of 1 unit with 7 rogues against 7 enemy hover tanks. It turns into a little bit of hand-to-hand combat because everyone keeps playing hide and seek. But in the end, the rogues are able to take an additional hit and minimize damage in order to defeat the enemy units. That's the end of this video. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. If you enjoyed the video and would like to see more, please like and subscribe. And as always, keep on jamming.